I'm just hoping that, you know, the game can handle this, what I'm doing. Because things are about to get intense. Alright, this is gonna be one of the biggest things I've ever built in Raft, ever. How's it going, everybody? My name is Fynnpire. We're back. We're playing Raft today. We're in creative mode. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the shark eating our raft or anything like that. Or running into any sort of islands. Because apparently they removed the islands from creative mode. So that's pretty nuts. We're going to be building Titanic. Yeah, this is going to be cool. The reason this is cool is we can actually paint the thing. So it's actually going to look like Titanic instead of just this big, weird, brown ship, alright? So I'm going to start just laying down some foundations. Let's do it. Let's get these foundations down. This thing's going to have to be massive, alright? Because it's got to, well, for starters, the Titanic was pretty massive. But we need to have room to put like all the, you know, that like the smokestacks on top of the Titanic. We need to add those in, all right? Those things have to be on there. So this is gonna be really intense. It's not gonna be, obviously, a to scale size, you know, Titanic or anything like that. But it's gonna be pretty big. I think it's gonna be pretty impressive. It's gonna be wider than this as well. The hard part with this, though, is gonna be building a ship that kind of comes to a point. That's gonna be really difficult, because when you start doing that, it gets kind of hard to fill like all the gaps with all like the funny shaped pieces. So I'm gonna try to bring it to a point like kind of here, you know what I mean? I want it to come to a point because the Titanic does come to a point at the front of it. Okay, this is pretty big. This is pretty big. I think though, I think we need to go bigger. I really think we do. So let's make this thing wider yet. Let's keep going wider. Okay. This looks a bit bigger, doesn't it? This thing looks quite massive. I just realized, though, that obviously it's going to be wider again at the top of it. So I might make this even longer. Let's do it. Okay, so the bottom part of the boat has to be red, all right? Because we all know the Titanic was red at the bottom, so that's what we have to do. It has to be red. And I think I have to paint this thing as I go. And the reason for that is because once the thing is actually built, I'm not going to be able to paint the sides because I'm not going to be able to reach them. When you actually paint one side, it also paints the other side. So if we paint now, we'll make sure that the outside of the boat gets painted as well. I'm calling it a boat. This thing's going to be a ship. It's going to be so big. Okay, 10 minutes later, I've painted this whole thing. Let's start putting some like curved sides on it, all right? This thing is too wide. I just realized it's too wide. The boat wouldn't have been this wide at the bottom. Well, it probably would, but not in this scale. This is weird. It breaks really quick. Oh no. Oh no. We're getting wild weather now. Things are gonna start getting crazy. Okay, walls are up. Now this might seem a bit weird to sort of think about. It's like, hey Finn, why are they just walls? Why is it not going out like this? Because if I was to build like these things, look at these ramps. Look at these ramps. They're too severe. No boat went out like that unless it's like some kind of freighter or something like that. But if you look at the pictures of the Titanic, it was almost vertical the way that it went up. So that's why I'm doing like more of a vertical wall here. I might make it go out just a little bit and then make it go up again. And I think that'll be the best way to sort of give it that height, you know what I mean, that the Titanic had. This is really hard to see what's going on, and there's like massive waves going through my ship at the moment. All right, I'm gonna craft a bed so I've got somewhere to sleep so that we can keep building through the daytime. Otherwise, like the video footage just gets way too dark. All right, it's daytime. We've still got epic waves, but that's all right. At least we can see things now a little bit more. All right, let's remove that. Now we need to build some stuff to actually get us up. Wow, it's like a wave pool, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Okay, so we could probably do with some stairs. Let's build some stairs. We're gonna need quite a few foundation poles as well. I'm just hoping that, you know, the game can handle this, what I'm doing. Because things are about to get intense. All right, this is gonna be one of the biggest things I've ever built in Raft, ever. Now, I haven't decided whether I want it to come out here or whether I want it to go, like, another layer higher. I don't think so. I think maybe I do want it to come out now at this angle. I think that'd be a good idea. So, like, have it sort of come out like that. And then build it, like, up again. Yeah, like that. Let's go with this. Let's see what happens just building like this. Okay, that took me just under 5 minutes. That's not too bad. And I realized that I didn't need to paint the ones in the middle, so I just basically gave up on painting the ones in the middle. Just did everything on the outside. I need to add some walls in here, though, I just realized. I didn't actually do that. All right, here we go. Chuck some walls in here. Yeah, that makes sense. I can't add a wall on that bit there, though, so there's actually just gonna be a hole. I can't do anything about that. Same as here. I can't put anything there. There's no, like, upside down triangle bits. That sucks, but it's just something that I have to deal with. All right, so here is pretty much our ship. Well, the bottom part of it, all right? Now, this top section is where we're gonna actually have, like, all, like, the cabin section, I suppose. I don't know what you'd call it. But, like, the top part of the deck, that's what we're gonna have from here. I don't know what to put around the outside. I haven't quite worked that bit out. I'm thinking maybe we get, like, oh, man. Maybe, like, some of these bits, some of these, like, little wall-type bits. And we put these up along part of it. So maybe, like here, we put these all the way along. Maybe that'll look pretty cool. The game is definitely starting to slow down, though. It's starting to break. Thankfully, it's not too bad. Like, it's still playable. I've only had, like, a couple of times where it feels like it sort of freezes for, like, half a second and I fall off or something like that. All right, now I just need to paint these white. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, let's paint these. Now, doing the actual smokestacks is going to be hard as well because this is like, this particular ship is, what is it? At the moment, I think it's 7 panels wide, which means that I either have to make the smokestacks like 1 panel wide or 3 panels wide. 3 panels wide might be too thick, like it might look a bit too fat. I don't know. But whereas 1 panel might look too thin. So I might need to just build one and see what it looks like, and then we'll see how we go with that. All right, and I'm gonna put these up. There we go. Yeah, these look good. Not very realistic, but we're gonna put them there anyway. Imagine if, like, just a bit of rope was all there was from stopping you from falling off the edge. Okay! Yeah! Look at this! It's all white now! That's good. That's good. I really like it. I think it's looking cool. Now we need to actually start building up the section in the middle. So let's get... Oh, man. How are we even gonna build this bit? This is gonna be tough. I think maybe we should build it on, like, an angle, so it sort of slopes up a little bit. Looks a little bit more like a, you know, like a ship, I suppose. Because that's the goal, isn't it? To make a ship. So we're gonna make this thing... Oh, man. How wide do we make this? I don't know. Okay, I might make it, like, 5 wide and just start with that and see how it looks. So, like that. 5 wide. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how that works. We'll see if it's a good design. That looks pretty good. Now we need to paint all this white as well. What? What's that doing there? Get out of the way. There's another one. Another one. And another one. Another one. I made a whole bunch of walls that shouldn't have been here. Quite a few, in fact. There we go. I just had a bit of an idea. I don't know how it will look. But I'm gonna need to bash a hole in the side here anyway. Let's go like that. Alright, because we need to put some poles in. Let's go ahead and chuck some poles in here. Okay, I might work some stairs, like, into this bit. So that we can actually have, like, some stairs to get up to the next section as well. So it's a bit of a nook, you know what I mean? So like this. Yeah, cool. And we'll put some walls there. Just like that. No, not red. Whoever said red? Love how the game just takes it upon itself to make everything red for me. Okay, nice. This is looking pretty awesome. So this is the part where I kind of need to work out how big I want these smokestacks to be. This is going to be really difficult because if they're not big enough, the whole thing could just look stupid, you know what I mean? Like, they just won't look very good. I don't know. I reckon we make them and then maybe like jump out into the ocean, have a look, and see how they look. And I kind of need to make them somewhat equally centered. I'm only going to make them one panel wide for the moment. Okay. I think that's fairly equal. I think. All right, let's build these things up. There we go. They gotta be relatively high, I suppose. I have a funny feeling these things are gonna look too thin. And they're just not gonna look like smokestacks at all. Okay, so that's the smokestacks. Let's jump down, have a look at the ship, and see what it looks like. So we've got the sun over there, which means if I jump in over this side and have a look, let's check it out. How's the ship looking? So this is that's the back. Doesn't look too bad. I don't know what that is sticking out the side though. What are those things? There's like, yeah, I think they're spaced too far apart maybe. And I think they might need to be bigger. What do you reckon? Definitely bigger. They need to be like wider. The only problem with doing that though is that if we make them wider, they're not gonna look circular anymore. They're gonna look more sort of, I don't know. They're gonna look kind of like they're a funny shape. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go ahead and get rid of these things, whatever these are. We get any on this side as well? Yeah, we did. All right, we need to bust in here somehow. Maybe in the back. There we go. Look at that, I just made a door. That's pretty cool. Well, I've got an axe, which means I'm gonna start smashing some parts because it's not right. We need to actually bring this thing down. It's to this bit, right? This middle cabin section has to come up to about here, I worked out. Okay, about here-ish. And then we need to shorten it up the back a little bit and bring the smokestacks forward. Yeah. So there's a bit of work involved. I hope that's a bit better. We'll see how we go. Let's get some doors, chuck some doors in here so we can pass through the wall. Let's get paintbrush, start painting. There we go. I don't think there's too many posts on the outside here, so we don't have to worry about that. Because painting the posts is like one of the hardest parts. It takes a long time to paint all those posts. Have a funny feeling though, we might need to move the smokestacks, but that's alright. They were a bit of a guide anyway. Because it turns out, they're actually quite in the middle of the ship. I thought they were like more towards the back, but no, they're pretty much in the middle. And they're not as thick as what you think they'd be. Time to finally stick in these smokestacks. Let's see how they go this time. So I'm gonna put a floor in to basically fill the gap so we don't end up with like this really strange gap in the middle. Hopefully it works. See what happens. And I don't know how big to make them either. Okay, let's start putting some walls on this thing. Put them on that side, I think. No, wrong way. What are you doing? This way. Cool. All right, let's paint one and let's see how it looks. Now, I was just gonna put like a small little chimney type black bit on top, but it turns out they're 2 parts gold to 1 part black. And if you want to get technical, like I do, we need to paint it the right color, all right? I'm looking for a kind of a goldy sort of color though. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not too bad. I'll go with that color. I like that one. Yeah, nice. And then we can paint the top section black. Let's just paint it black and see how it looks. Ugh. It's really hard to jump up there and get that top bit black. How's that look? Hey, that looks alright. I hope this looks like the Titanic by the time I'm done. Otherwise, I will be sorely disappointed. We're almost done. This is almost it. I mean, there's all these, you know, finer details that I could be putting on, and I might do that at a later stage. If you guys want me to, you know, let me know in the comments if you want me to stick on some stuff. You know, maybe, I don't know, some tables and things. Maybe some floating wood out in the sea. Where, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio and what's the other person's name? I forget her name. Where they were floating around. Okay, so, whew, this is it. All right, this is the final bit. I might even put like a flag or something up. Maybe we should do that. Bit of a flag at the front of this ship. Maybe like, I don't know, like here, perhaps? Wait. All right, flag, right here. This is happening. Now we need to create one of those flags. How do we do them? How do we make them flags? Streamer, that's it. Wow, these are actually kind of hard to put up there. How do we put the streamer up there? Great. Can't even reach. I know what I'll have to do. Watch this. Let's build some ramps all the way up. This will get us up there. Here we go. We'll just Fortnite our way up there. Awesome. Now we get the streamer. Put the streamer right there. Biggity bam. Can we paint that thing? No. No, you cannot. Ooh, watch this. Ready? I'll get rid of the bottom one and they'll all disappear. Bang. Awesome. Well, it's getting nighttime, so it's kind of gonna be hard to see what this thing looks like. So we might wait until the morning, wait until the sun's come back up, and then we'll have a look at the Titanic, and we'll see how it looks. So let's go have a look. It's gonna be a bit darker at the front. Hopefully the sun starts to come around though, we can get a good look at this thing. But let's swim out here, and let's just check it out. Fingers crossed it doesn't look dumb. Alright, I'm gonna keep swimming for a while. I want a good look at this thing. Alright, I've hidden the UI because we don't really need to see the UI too much at the moment. Let's get a bit of a look at the side of this thing. See how it looks at the side. It's a shame there's all this fog. I don't know how we can remove that, if it's even possible. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to get rid of all this fog. It's very, like, misty and kind of hazy through the sky, you know what I mean? Let's swim out here for a bit and have a look at it from the side, see if it looks like the Titanic. The smokestacks, I think, should be a bit closer together. But I think it still looks pretty good. It's still very Titanic-ish. So if you guys think this turned out alright, make sure you hit the like button, alright? And let me know in the comments if there's something else you'd like me to build in Raft, and we'll give it a crack. But thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, give us one of these ones, and I'll see you guys next time.